Hello, welcome to another episode of Black Eye 73. I'm Black Eye 73. Man, for the last, I said 3 weeks, maybe a month, Scottie Pippen been on a tear. Scottie said, ever since he looked at that documentary, what Michael Jordan put out, The Last Dance, he been pissed off how he was portrayed as a damn Robin to Batman. Scottie said he ain't nobody Robin. He said without him, Michael Jordan wouldn't have them 6 rings. He was still just a slam dunk contest winner. Scottie been mad. Scottie said Michael had him on with the documentary, had him saying, "Oh, look at Scottie. He's so damn stupid for taking that darn 10-year deal." Then Michael saying Scottie wimped out. He was acting like a baby. So Scottie said, okay, everybody looked at The Last Dance. I'm going to write a book. I'm going to tell y'all the real feeling how I feel about Michael Jordan. And another thing, if you want to know how your co-workers feel about you, just look at what Scott is saying about Michael. We really feel that way about most of our co-workers. We don't really like y'all. We just there because we winning. we there because we all getting paid. So Scottie is a prime example of how co-workers feel about each other. But instead of talking about that person at the water cooler, Scottie been on a media whirlwind. Scottie been on a media tour, talking about from Charles Barkley, talking about Phil Jackson, talk about, almost everybody hero, Michael Jordan, but not mine. Bump Mike. I'm from Georgia. I always been a Dominique fan. Always been a Dominique fan. Dominique got screwed out that damn slam dunk contest too. But we ain't here to talk about the great Dominique. We talking about Scottie. Scottie said, "You think Michael would have been a champion without me?" You come on. That was Scottie said. And Scottie is correct. Mike always been that scorer. He always been that great player. But Mike couldn't get over that hump. Mike needed Scottie. Scottie said, "I understand. Mike is it's the name." But he said, instead of calling me Robin, you should have said, call me Batman too. Because Scottie said, I went through all that. The Detroit Pistons with New York, I was there. I don't want to talk up for Mike. And now he gonna betray me as like some kind of little wimp. Scottie said, I'm not a nobody wimp. You know Scottie from the South. So Scottie was pissed off. Scottie is not the only person feel that way. Cause this guy named Nick White, he's a co-host. Well, he one of them people like sports talk radio type people on FS1, and I think he the only person really who don't kiss Michael Jordan butt. He made it clear. He like, if you're gonna keep on saying Michael Jordan the GOAT, he said, you got to count in the rest of the year Michael Jordan played. So don't count in just the 6 years that Michael Jordan won the championship. He said you got to count the other, 8, 7 years he played too. I got a little audio of what Nick Wright said.
The best player when he... I've been having this debate for 3 years on television, and I've never wanted to do what I'm about to do. I've always, to quote the great Michelle Obama, I've always tried to go high when others go low. I have always tried to run a positive campaign. a campaign celebrating the greatness of LeBron James, as opposed to what I'm about to have to do right now, which is tell you what Chris Broussard and his ilk, what the media does not want you to know about Michael Jordan. Because here are some facts. Before Scottie Pippen got there, a total and complete loser. Not just never got out of the first round, not just 1-9 in the playoffs, never even above 500 in the regular season. Can I have point number 2, please? Larry Bird, the best player when he walked into the league. You know how many times Michael beat Larry in the playoffs? I don't mean in a series. I mean in a single playoff game. The answer to that is 0. But wait, there's more. In Jordan's entire career, there were 3 super teams in the East: the Celtics, the Pistons, and the Magic. His career playoff series record against those 3 teams, 2-6. But against everybody else, 23-1. Speaking of the East, which Chris Broussard mentioned in regards to LeBron James, once the Pistons were gone, do you know how many teams in the East, Jordan's entire title run, had more than one Hall of Famer? 1. The team Michael was on. He had Pippen, and then he had Pippen and Rodman. And then the last point Broussard loves to make, which is we pretend Jordan's career was 6 years long. Everyone ate on Michael's watch. We just pretend it didn't happen. Can we show guys who won rings in years Michael Jordan played? Well, Larry won, Kareem won, Magic won, Isaiah won, Hakeem won, Drexler won, Shaq won, Kobe won, David Robinson, Tim Duncan won. I'm not even including the years Michael retired. Those are only years Michael Jordan played basketball. So the media doesn't want you to know
Tim
this.
Duncan.
These are all facts.
Can I go next?
Look it up. Oh, hold on. Wait a second. Wait. So I'm just, because I would agree that if we are deciding the only years of Jordan's career that count are the years he won championships, well, that's a hell of a resume. But that's not how this works. You can't get the points you scored the other years, the MVPs you won the other years, the Defensive Player of the Year you won the other years, but then say, but nobody ate. Nobody ate. He's still waiting. The only time he ever beat Larry Bird in the playoffs was when he was coaching the Pacers. The only time the Bulls faced during the title runs a real contender in the East, the first time they faced them, the Magic, they lost to him. That year doesn't count though either, because the rules are we can only talk about what he does well. He has no weaknesses. And don't you dare mention three-point shooting, to quote Broussard. Why can't I mention that? Because that's a weakness and that hurts my point, damn it. So listen, I've never wanted to go negative, Broussard. I've never wanted to do this campaign. But what the media doesn't want you to know about Michael Jordan could fill a damn library, and that's my case.
Nick Wright is the only media personnel would tell the truth about Michael Jordan, other than now Scottie Pippen. It took Scottie to get pissed off to finally speak up saying, Michael wasn't the best by himself. Michael became great when I joined that team. That was Scottie said. And the proof is in the pudding. I ain't saying Mike wasn't going to be great, because Mike, like I said, Mike was doing his thing. He was scoring. Win the slam dunk contest, win the defensive player, been an all-star, but he couldn't get over that hump. And the media was scared to say anything about it. So Nick said, shit, I jump on that grenade. I don't care. And then the problem, and the sad part about it, Nick ain't lied at all. But everybody now want to say, what they call it, clout chasing. They're saying Scottie clout chasing. Saying, oh, he just mad because Michael said he was a little baby. Scottie said, that ain't the case. How you gonna defame my Hall of Fame career on a document that's supposed to be about the Chicago Bulls? But they turned the document into the Michael Jordan document. Scottie said, I have something to say, and I'm going to say it. So, all these damn Michael Jordan apologists been on a damn tear too. And one of them was Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley been scared of Michael Jordan ever since he's been in the league. Charles Barkley over 50, he's still scared of Mike. So when Scottie started saying Mike never won nothing without him, here comes Charles Barkley jumping his little fat ass in and saying, what? Are you crazy? Mike one of the best player ever. Scottie said, I ain't saying Mike wasn't a great player. I'm saying that Mike didn't win no championship without me. So, Charles, he ain't going to be able to give you no damn articulate conversation a lot of time. Because he get excited, he starts talking crazy. So Scottie told Charles, man, nobody ain't never known you to be a badass. Nobody in the league never feared you. He said, you that one time you threw that little white dude through the glass window and you think you're a badass. Scottie said, if you come at me wrong, I will dust you up, you old Alabama prick. But he didn't say that part. I had the Alabama part. But he said, I would dust you up. He said, I don't fear you, Charles. And he said, you have no place to talk to me. He said, you have no place to talk to me. I don't blame you, Scottie. Scottie been a doormat for a lot of years. Scottie don't put up with a whole bunch of junk. Just like Kwame Brown, Scottie said, you all about to hear my voice. I'm going to tell you how I really feel. So Scottie didn't just stop at telling Charles Barkley, I will mop your fat ass up across the damn floor. He said, Phil Jackson was racist. Scottie said, Phil Jackson was a racist man. A lot of people try to debunk Scottie thing, but them people didn't play with Phil Jackson. Some people wasn't around Phil Jackson all the time. Them ESPN media people, the ones who just worship Phil Jackson and worship Michael Jordan from the outside. But Scottie said he was there. He said Phil Jackson was racist. He said after Michael Jordan had retired, he said, man, you know what? He said after all this damn grinding and all the damn work I'm put in, Phil Jackson brought in Kukos, and he wanted Kukos to be the superstar. And Scottie said, I'm the man. But he said he wanted this guy to what he said. He said he wanted this white man to be the superstar over him. Is that the reason you call him racist? Scottie, you wrong. And I can tell you a whole bunch, a lot of racist junk. People I work with, racist. People I've been around, had some racist stuff. He said, because there was one co-worker, when Joe Biden had won the damn president, he said, oh, y'all happy now. Y'all got y'all president. Oh, y'all happy. I asked him, I said, what the hell are you talking about y'all happy? I said, are you trying to say us black people happy because Joe Biden won the president? I said, man, come on. I said, I voted for Trump. I said, you don't even know what you're talking about. And then I said, what be happy about from one white man to another white man? Like, shoot. He like the next Malcolm X won the president. No. Yeah, Joe Biden, who is an openly racist. He was an openly racist. Back in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? There's no rehabilitation for being racist. It's no damn Alcohol Anonymous for racist. You can't just go in there like, my name is Joe, and I'm a racist. Hi, Joe. I recovered for being a racist. I no longer have the same frame of mind and thoughts that I had before. I didn't like black people. But this ain't about Joe. It's about Scottie. And Scottie saying, y'all gonna keep talking. Y'all need to bring up the fact that I'm one of the best. So Scottie, once again, he criticized Kevin Durant. You know, Kevin Durant pretty much lost his damn whole team in the playoff. And he went on a damn Kevin like scoring 40 plus, trying to keep his team in the playoff. So Scottie criticized Kevin Durant. Scottie should let that young boy alone, man. Kevin Durant said, man, shut up. He said, your record can't even compare to mine. But I get what Scottie was saying. I mean, I tell the truth, I don't get what Scottie was saying. I don't know why he came out to Kevin Durant. I guess he was trying to keep his name in the media. But I get what he was saying about Michael Jordan. Y'all can't call Michael Jordan the greatest without mentioning my name. Can't. So now Scottie's saying, without him, that 1996 championship, it wouldn't happen. I know he's trying to sell a book, people. I know Scottie trying to sell a book that's supposed to be coming out. But if he's going to stay in the media and talk all this junk and talk about what's going to be in the book, why read the book? You're getting us a damn autobiography every damn interview you go to. They don't want to hear about, hey, Scottie, what you doing now after the NBA? They don't want to hear about, they ain't talking about, hey, Scottie, you was one of the greatest players. Now, when he do an interview, they're only talking about, ooh, Scottie. Tell us about Mike again. You know, so you're going to keep on talking about what you're going to put in the book. Why read the book? I'm telling you. Might well treat Scottie book now like you do the news. You look at the first 5 minutes. You got all the doing headlines and go ahead and shut that sucker off. The high Scottie book. Y'all done gave us the first 5 minutes, Scottie. So why are we gonna read a book that you got coming out? I know some people are gonna get it. You know, they already got a bunch of pre-sale for how I do. You know, your book can be the New York Times bestseller, and then we hit the shelf yet because the publisher deal, you know that publisher already said about like over 1 million some books. So you got a New York best time seller and that shit ain't even hit the shelf yet. So Scottie, he gonna get some damn readers, but at the same time they're gonna dissect that damn book. They're gonna do a clinic on that book. And then plus Scottie made a bunch of bad investment. Scottie made a bad investment. Scottie, don't get me wrong. Scottie is rich. He my rich. I mean, I'm saying, compared to me, he rich. But compared to his status, one of the greatest, he ain't that rich. But there's a bunch of people. They ain't used to that type of money. And they make investment. You got scammers like, y'all come, when I hit to make $1 million on the Powerball, I don't want no financial Damn, I know what I'm talking about. Advisor. There it is. I don't want no financial advisor. I don't need no financial lawyer. On that, because I've been making this much money what I'm making now and surviving. If I make millions, I don't know. I don't need nobody to tell me, hey, I noticed that you've been spending this much again, somebody access to the amount of money of my money bank account. You know, you'll hear so many damn stories about how people get access to somebody else's money and they've been on embezzle their money and stuff like that, and then they'll be broke because they ain't be able to recoup that money because that person you trying to get the money back ain't got the money to repay you. Only thing you can get, they go to prison. And you don't lost millions of dollars. I don't need that. Bought that. You kick my butt. I still know to add 1 + 1. So I can just add 10 million plus 10 million. So a lot of people, yeah, they went there and get on financial lawyers and go get the accountant. Nah, I don't need none of that stuff. Why hit to make $1 million tonight? You can bet on that. I hope so. Anyway, so Scottie Pippen, I understand what you're doing, but if there are a lot of people like myself who get a chance to hear Scottie interviews and all that kind of stuff, why buy the book? All you gotta do is go to the past interview and hear what he was talking about. So that was I'm finna talk about Scottie. Let me get out there jump. Hey, I hope y'all have a great Tuesday morning. The one person who listening, thank you, person. I tell you, I don't know you work for I don't know you work for YouTube or not. Just to give me a courtesy listen, but I appreciate that. Got one person. If you're not, thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. And then the people who gonna come in later, if you do make it all the way past this 22 mark and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscription button. Hit the notification bell. Tell somebody. Tell somebody. Tell somebody. I'm desperate, but I ain't desperate enough. Oh, I ain't desperate like Scott. Hey, thanks for watching the video. I hope y'all have a great day. And I wanted to do a video about that young lady Shakira, but I think I'm gonna do one. Cause I think her failing that drug test was the best thing that ever happened to her. I'm gonna do one about that. I'll be back in a few minutes. It's gonna be a very short video, but I'll be back in a few minutes though.